डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Namaskar friends, welcome to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University's video lecture 8, and today we are going to talk about the poem. But before starting to the topic, let me ask you one thing. Like here you can see two pens, one is kind of a very simple and the second one that is a bit attractive. Right. So, if you will be given a choice to choose one pen, which pen will you choose? Some of will choose this one as the parrot color is much attractive, and the second maybe there are some students who may choose this pen as it is bit with classy and more attractive than this pen. Right. So, the group and the students who have chosen this pen, they got and they will receive a gifts from the school, and the students who will accept and who wants to get this pen, they will not get anything as a gift. So normally what we do in our life, that when we always have two options in front of us, and what we do that we always try to choose something better without knowing what the destination will be, and in that dilemma we always try to choose something which looks very attractive. But here you can see the result that those who have chosen the parrot pen, they will get the gift from the school, and those who have chosen, they will not get anything. So without knowing the things, sometimes we judge the things on the basis of their color, on the basis of their look, on the basis of some other characteristic. So today we are going to talk about the poem The Road Not Taken by the Robert Frost. And the objective of the poem that would be, after this unit the students will be able to learn, and you will be able to learn, identify the themes and symbolism in The Road Not Taken by the Robert Frost, and summarize and analyze the road not taken. So there are many symbolism which is used in this poem, and that by slowly and gradually we will be able to learn that what is there in the poem. If we talk about the poet, then the Robert Frost is very well known poet of his era. He is born in March 26, 1874 January, and died in January 29, 1963. Was an American poet. His work was initially published in England before it was published in America. He is known for his realistic depiction of rural life. As you can see that in many of his poems he tried to depict the rural life. He frequently wrote the settings from rural life in New England and the early 20th century, using them to examine complex social and philosophical themes. So apart from this, The Road Not Taken, if you try to study the other poetries of the Robert Frost, you will always get some complex social issues in the poems and the philosophical themes in the poem. He was honored frequently in his life, and he received a Pulitzer Prize for his poetry. He was awarded for the Congressional Gold Medal in 1960 for his poetic work. So you can see the dedication of the poet towards his work. So it is one of the major thing that we need to learn today, that whatever work we do, that we have to give our 100% and our 100 dedications towards our work. Then and then we can reach somewhere, and then we can fulfill our desire to work. Yes, you can see the poem, you can read the poem. The two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood, and looked down as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and Montevideo. Though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay ill leaves, no stab had trodden back. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads to the way, I doubt if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a shy, somewhere ages and ages hence, that two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the differences. So, if we talk about the rhyming scheme of the poem, you can see that there is a fourth stanza, and the fourth stanza contains the 5 lines in each, with the A B pattern, and that is basically iambic tetrameter but varies occasionally. So now if we try to understand that actual meaning of the poem, that here you can see that the two roads diverge in a yellow wood. So you can see the pictures, and from the pictures you can get the idea that you can see that there are two roads, and you can also see the woods in that. And sorry, I could not travel the boat. So traveler, it can be you, it can be someone. So here is a traveler who wants to go somewhere, who wants to reach somewhere, but as he has two options in front of him, and be one traveler, long I stood, I looked down as far as I could, and it quite happens to everyone that whenever we wants to go somewhere, there is always a two roads in front of us, but we cannot walk on a two roads, so we have to choose one. So here the traveler has to choose one road, and he looked down as far as he could, and where it bent in the undergrowth. So by standing at one point, he tries to look at the two roads, and he try to get the idea that from how the road will be, whatever the roads he will choose. Then took the other as just as far. So ultimately he has to choose one road. So for example, that if you want to go to the school, if you want to reach to your college, if you want to reach to your workplace, and there are always two roads in front of you. One will be smoother, and the other will be a kind of a shortcut, but with full of hurdles. So every day we cannot spend time on a thing that like which road will I reach to the destination. So we have to choose, and we have to think, and we have to decide the one road, and he has the traveler has decide one road, that from this road I want to reach my destination, and having perhaps the better claim, and he thought that whatever he has claimed, whatever he has thought, whatever he has decided, that the road would be good, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that passing there had warned them really about the same. It was grassy and wanted wear. That means the road was not used by the many of the traveler and many of the people. And though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same, and it's quite happened that when we choose any roads, and there are people, group of people who always there for to give advice to us, and here the traveler also received a kind of a warning, because he has chosen the road which was less traveled by. So like sometimes we try to use shortcuts, like if we want to reach somewhere and we are in a hurry, and if we do not have much time, then what we do, we generally go to the shortest road so that we can reach our destination on time. And when we choose this road, we always, there are a group of people surrounding us, maybe our friends, our relatives, our neighbors, and they always warn us that you should not go to the shortest way. Why? Because there may be hurdles, there you might meet an accident, or there may be some other things which will be there in your way. So you should not go the road which is not used by the others, rather you should go which is commonly used by the other people. But here the traveler is a bit different. As you can see that he has chosen the road which is less traveled. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no stab had trodden black. So he has to move on the another day, and the next morning the both roads, whether it was uh, 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 whether it was a good road or whether it was a wanted weir, in leaves no stab had trodden black. But in the morning the both roads look the same, as in the night there were less traffic in the rural area or anywhere in the city, in the village. And when you see the road in the next morning, they look quite very simple, and whatever the road like in the morning, both the roads looks very equally. So here he also so the same thing, that in the morning the both roads look quite normal and equal. Oh, I kept the first for another day. And as we have learned in the beginning, that he has chosen the first road for the next day, as he has already decided to go on this way rather than in this way, yet knowing how way leads on to way. And perhaps he knows, he had some idea that okay, if I choose this way, then my journey will be like this, and if I'll be choosing this way, then my journey will be like this. As the simplest way, that when you choose a less road which is less traveled by, so you know that I'll be reaching my school, I'll be reaching to my school, my college, or at my workplace on a time. But there is a possibility that there be hurdles, maybe there is a time that I'll meet an accident, but that I have to take care about it, so that I can save the time, I can evaluate my time in some other task and other activities. And I should not spend that much time. For example, if it is like 30 minutes from the another road, and like 15 minutes to the the roads which is not good. So if you think that I need to use this my 15 minutes to utilize my the time in other activities, I should go I should choose the road which is less traveled by. And here the traveler is also chosen the road which is less traveled. Oh, I kept the first for the another day, yet knowing how leads to the on the way. I doubted if I should ever come back. And there is always, a kind of a dilemma, and a kind of a fear when we choose something which is, quite difficult for us, and then we always think that I don't know whether I'll be able to complete it or not. And the same thing, the same dilemma that the author is the traveler is feeling here, that I doubted if I should ever come back. That means that he has chosen the road, and whatever the things you choose in your life, you cannot come back from that. So he was in a fear that I don't know whether I'll be able to come back or not. I shall be telling this with a shy after ages and ages hence. So that means that after telling this with a shy, after ages and ages, that means here the traveler, the narrator is talking about the experiences that he will have after ages and ages. That means he will be telling his life experience to his children or maybe his grandchildren, that two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. That there are two roads, and there were two roads on my life, and I took the one which is less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. So you can see that here there's always two things in front of us. So when we try to look at the textual meaning of this poem, then the narrator talks about the traveler. As you can see that like he wants to reach somewhere. It is a kind of he really wants to travel in jungle, and then he had two roads in front of him, and from that two roads he had to choose one, and he had chosen this another one which is less traveled, and another one which was wanted grassy and wanted weir. And by choosing the road that everybody warned him that you should not go on this road, so and that he was in a doubt, he was in a dilemma, that I know after choosing this road, I don't know whether I'll be able to come back or not. And then he, after the ages and ages, he really want to share his life experiences to his grandchildren and maybe his children's, like whatever the life he has today, just because of he has chosen some different path, he has chosen some different road. So that is the textual meaning of the poem. So if, and here is the vocabulary, whatever the word you might find difficult in the poem, that is explained over here. As you can see that there is a diverge and there is a band, there is an undergrowth and there is a sigh. Yes, now comes to the symbolism, now it comes to the literary meaning of the poem. So you can see that hue, that is a yellow, there is a yellow woods. So what that does mean, that's yellow is the color of light, hope, brightness. As we see, the sun, we always feel freshness. So here it's mentioned that the yellow wood, so that means which carries a brightness, a positivity. And then the woods, because we can get image of a quiet deserted place where the speaker is left alone to decide, and there is no road signs to or people to ask for the directions. As we can see that, like in the wood there is no one, like at that the traveler has to choose, because there is a surrounding, there is no signboard, he has to decide where to go and he has to imagine that which road will leads which kind of a destination. And similarly, there is no signs in our life, that in life we have to take some decision. So if we go to the literally meaning of this poem, so here the yellow that present the brightness and the wood which represent some kind of a our life, and the roads, that is symbolic of the path that we take in our life, the symbolic of the choices that we make in our life, the decisions that we make in our life. So if we go to the literally meaning of this poem, that it represents that there are always two choices in front of us in our life, and it always depends on the people that what to choose and what not to choose. However, there are sometimes there is it is quite dilemma. At in the beginning we saw this example of the two pens examples, and so here by after this the textual meaning of the poem, you might get the idea that it's not about only the poem, it also represents our life and it also represents our choices, that there are always two choices in front of us, and what to choose, that is only in our hand, and what and where this will lead, that will be, and where we'll be leading this, what our destination will be, that only in our hands. For example, that you might, while choosing any kind of a coursework or choosing any kind of a degree work, you always be in a dilemma that where should I go and where should I not go, because there is always a two option in front of you. For example, when you clear your 10th examinations, then you will have three options. Either you can go the art stream, the science stream and the commerce stream, and your that lifelong decisions that and your life and your decision will be on your decisions. If you go in a science field, you might be an engineer, you might be a doctor, and if you go to the arts field, you'll be have another kind of a career in your path. And if you choose commerce field, then definitely you will have some different things in front of you. So ultimately that is a you somehow, like if you think that my interest is in commerce and I really want to I really want to do this, and then if you think after 2 years, after 3 years pursuing your CA or maybe BCom or maybe MCom, and you think that no, this is not my cup of tea, this is not my area, now I really want to change this. So that there's a time that you have reached in the middle somewhere from where you cannot come back. So here we can see this in the poem that the traveler has to choose one road. So you are the traveler of your life and you cannot and only you can decide where to go and where not to go. Because like when you are choosing a commerce field or a science field or an arts field, there may be a kind of some warning that you might have received from your relatives, from your neighbors, from your intimates, from your peer groups, that no, this is not your cup of tea, this is not your area, this is not your core area, this is something not you are interested in, then you should not go with this. But ratherly you should listen your inner voice, that what you really want to do and what will be your major area, and by and where you want to reach in your life, that completely depends on your decisions. And here you can see that the traveler has also taken the decisions, that he really wanted to choose the road which is less traveled by. So somehow in our life, in our society, in our surrounding area, we meet people, those who are complete something different, those who do not follow the the same pattern of scenario, and those who have some extraordinary life. So we always keep on thinking why that these people are something different, because whenever we meet some people, there is we have kind of interactions and we feel that these are the people who have some charm in their personality. So why it happened? So try to understand why this is, and they always this type of a people, they always try to do something new in their life, and they generally do not follow the same pattern, that okay, after 10th you should do 12th, and then after you should do graduations, and then the basic 3 fields, and then you should do masters, and then you should have a a career in front of you. So they are quite a different people, those always they have chosen some different path in their life, and then they work accordingly, because they then after choosing the one thing, they cannot come back. As in our life, when we choose something, as you have chosen to do commerce, as you choose to do arts, or like in a middle in between, you cannot come back. So whatever you have decision, whatever you have decided, whatever you choose, you just have to lead your life according to that, and be leading this according to the your choices. And I shall be telling this with a shy. So might somehow we meet people, those who have some different path of career, those some wants to be entrepreneur, and there's some wants to start their business, or some wants to do something other things, some really wants to do some social work, and some other want to do some other things in their life. And this, after choosing our area of interest, then there will come sometimes that after ages and ages, and that means that after a certain period of time, maybe after 50, after 40, after 60, that when you have all your life experiences in your hand, and with this you sit for a while, and when you're talking to your children or your grandchildren, that why my life is something different, because I have made some different decisions, because my life in my life I have taken some different choices, I have choose something different, and that is the reason that my entire life was different, and my entire life is different. And I do not have any regret, because of whatever decisions I have made. I know what my life will be, and now at this age, you might also reach at this age. So after reaching this age, I don't have any kind of such regrets in my life, that I haven't done this thing, or I haven't done this thing, or I didn't get chance to do this, because I have done whatever I was interested in, and I totally choose the things which was meant to be for me, and I have always done the things which is interested. And yes, here the morning, that is something, a new beginning. So as the traveler has the new morning, the new day, every day we have in our life, that is a new day. So sometimes our choices were not good, because we do not know that why, we do not know the consequences, we are not aware about it. So what we do, that we choose something without knowing the consequences, and we sometimes we just only hope that things will be good, things will be better, and we keep on thinking, and we keep on hoping, and every day we think that, oh no, this is what I have chosen in my life, this is what I'll be doing in my life, I will be doing in my life in the future. And always there is a hope, there is a possibility that in the morning, that every mornings and the yellow, that's the sunlight, always gives us the brightness, the positivity to do, to work accordingly, whatever we have decided, to choose accordingly, whatever we and whatever and wherever we want to lead in our life. As you can see and you can read the theme of the poem, and it is what we have discussed just now, that it talks about the traveler. It as it can be you, it can be someone else, and he has the two options, two choices in front of him, and he decides one, and he chooses the one road which is less traveled by. And why the reason? Because he does not want to follow the same pattern and the same scenario in his life. So here we have questions and answers. Here you can have a multiple choice questions, and the darkest is the answer of this question. And here you have a long question answer list. For example, what was the poet's dilemma in the poem In the Road Not Taken? So what was that dilemma? So the dilemma in that question, so what you need to write is that the poet was the poet was in a dilemma that he has a two roads in front of him, and somehow he was not able to decide that in which road he wants to go. So like the choosing, that the choices, and to make a decision, that was a dilemma. Discuss the significance of the title, The Road Not Taken. Yes, the most important thing. What is the significance? The road not taken, somehow, the choices which are not taken, because as we have seen in the beginning that most of the crowd will choose this span, as I know this, and the very less people of crowd that will choose this span. So that is the choices which are not taken, the choices which are not given importance. Discuss the theme of the poem. It's given in the previously. Describe the two roads that the author finds. Which road does he choose? So which road? That was wanted grassy and wanted weir. So that was which is less traveled by. What does the choice made by the poet indicates about his personality in the poem The Road Not Taken? So the poet has a different personality. The traveler has a different personality, because he always wanted to do something different, as he has chosen the road which is less traveled by. Why it was so difficult for the poet to make the decision? Give the reason. So as we have discussed earlier, you can discuss about the reasons. Yes, thank you. So again, thank you for this, and namaskar. We'll be meeting in the next session very soon. Thank you.